Hey everybody, thanks for watching on today. I'm gonna do some kind of a colorful video for you guys. I already started off with my eyebrows because I know that it's probably gonna be a long one. I'm gonna try to be as efficient as possible, but you know, it's the first video. Bear with me, okay? So I'm gonna jump right to it. I'm gonna do kind of like a pink with a little bit of black at the end. So I kind of walk through it with you guys. I'm going to start off priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Potion. It's an eyeshadow primer, and it helps keep your eyeshadow in place and without creasing through the day. And it also kind of makes your eyeshadow look a little bit better, a little bit more vibrant. So I'm going to try to go real fast here, okay? And excuse the faces. I think we all make faces when we're doing makeup, and it's not the prettiest. So, you know, it's reality for people who do makeup. Okay, so let's see. What are we gonna do? I am gonna use my electric palette from Urban Decay. Love the colors, are really bold. I think I'm gonna go with the color Urban. Which is this one right here. I'm gonna do that all over my lower lid. So I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. You know, you kind of want to see. Ooh, hey. All right, let me make sure just so that you can see me. See me, I see you. All right, we're good to go. Okay. So I normally look down when I'm doing my eyeshadow because it's just that way I don't have to close my eyes completely and I can still see what I'm doing. So, you know, I'm going to try to make sure that I'm in frame here. So just kind of, you know, patting motion so that you can get the most color in. I feel that if you kind of do the sweep, it kind of doesn't pack the color in as much as it should. And, you know, for bold color especially, you want to make sure that you get as much color in there as possible. Okay, so just patting motions all over the lid. Just, you know, just where your crease is right there. Just stop it right underneath. And no, you don't have to be completely neat, especially for starting off, you know. It's just, you learn as more you try. Yeah, I can speak English sometimes. Having a little problems here. The more you try, the better you get. There you go. Got the words out. All right. So, see, I think I'm doing good for time, right? All right. Maybe if I stop talking and do more acting, it's a little bit better. So I've always been into makeup. It's just something I've liked since I was a little girl. I love colors. I like to do any kind of look. I am a person who's not afraid to try different colors, different looks, you know, but with taste, hopefully. Some people might think it's not nice what I do, but, you know, as far as, you know, the looks, but I have a few girlfriends that have been asking me to show them some of my tricks. And was I in frame? I'm sorry. Okay. Let's try to get in there. So I'm just zooming in a little bit more. You see? So I don't care if I emphasize too much on the outer corner because I'm gonna put some of the black there, a darker color there. So I'm more focusing on that color being more packed on the inner corner. Okay. I think I'm good. And if I feel that I need to go back with more color, I can do that at the end. So right now I am gonna go and pop in my ColourPop. It's a ColourPop shadow. They're really nice, really creamy shadows, and they're cheap. They're $5. So you can't beat that. Go with MAC and you spend like what, $15, $20 on a freaking shadow or pigment. This color is called Rex. Again, it's from ColourPop. Let's see. All right. So for these, it's best if you use your fingers because they're so, basically they're kind of like moist, like a wet shadow. It's really, never had a shadow with this kind of consistency. So just pat. I'm going to pat at the outer corners. And it's always better to start off small. And sometimes colors transform when you put a shadow underneath it. So, you know, you see how it looked like a dark navy blue, dark bluish black almost. Like, then it starts looking like a dark purple when I put it over top of this vibrant purple I had on. Just, you know, pat it on. And if you get a little messy on the crease, it's okay because we're going to go back in there with a transition shade that's going to kind of blur out that harsh crease we have going on. Yep, just pat it on there until you feel that you're happy with how much you have on. And like I said, you can always go back in. And with the little bit that you have left over in your finger, I always kind of like start putting a little bit more over the middle, kind of to make it more like a gradient effect. Not such a harsh, really pretty color, really. I'll zoom in later so that you guys can see it a little bit more. So just pat it on there. You know how usually one eye is harder than the other, especially when trying to film and stay in the frame here. It's making it feel like a little. Oops, sorry. There we go. Focus on me. Focus on me. Focus on me. Alright, just almost there. You just want to make sure that both eyes are similar as possible. I think, you know, I'm kind of okay. Put a little bit more up here. Alright, okay. So now, I usually, put the top back on because they're kind of wet shadows, so I don't want them to dry out. You know, I understand that you need to keep them sealed as much as possible so that it doesn't take the magic away from the shadow, because it's really, really nice, truly. Oh God, stop. Focus. Jeez. All right. So I'm going to use, for the transition shade, I'm going to use my Urban Decay 3. Sorry, you need to back up. All right. And I'm going to go with Nooner, which is this one. Well, difficulties here, right here. Is that it? Yeah, that one right there. So I'm going to go in on my crease, and I'm just going to softly, with an E40 brush from Sigma, just softly buff it in. Just, you know, circular motions, buff until you can soften it up. Sometimes it takes time, and you know, some people might think, I don't have time for this, you know, I'm in a rush in the mornings, you know, I just want something simple. This is not one of the simpler looks, you know, but I'll show you guys if you want some more everyday looks. For me, it's an everyday look because I like different looks. So, but for some people, I know that you want efficiency over, you know, wanting to look like you're some kind of an artist with your eyes. Not that I'm calling myself an artist, but you know. And you see how when you start when you start to do some of the blending, how you know you lose some of that color sometimes. Sorry, I don't mean to be in your face with my big old eyeball, but I just want you guys to really see that. And I really haven't grabbed on much more product of that nooner. I'm gonna, you know, you kind of see right there, it becomes softer. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more. Right there. And if you lose some of that shadow right here or outer here, we can put more on. Focus on. Okay. Zoom out a little bit so I'm not in your face so much. I think I need to get some lighting. So hopefully, if I see that this picks up, then I'll invest in some, but let's be realistic. No point in investing in it until you see how it goes. So I like to be practical. So I'm gonna go in with that urban color from the electric palette to, you know, since I lost some of it in the buffing out stage. Yes, that's what I call it. I made my own name, you know, buffing out stage. There you go. Just lightly pat it in. Okay, I think we're kind of happy with that color. So now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna use a highlight shade on my upper crease, above the crease, something like that. Something like that, boo. So I'm gonna use a blending brush. You know, this is the blending brush that, let's see, the E25 from Sigma. Can you see that? You can see it now. E25, sorry, okay, hurry up. All right, so I'm just gonna dab it on right there. Kind of ties it all together, you know, just blending it. And you see how it doesn't look as harsh anymore. Once you start putting that color up here, it ties it all together. Look at that. It's softer. Look at that. People are gonna be like, geez, Alma, humble yourself down. If I don't toot my own horn, who's gonna toot my horn, huh? I expect you guys to do that. That's what I expect. All right, so I'm gonna, ooh, my bad. It's a rookie thing. I need to get used to the camera. So now I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula liquid liner, and I'm gonna do a winged liner. So I'm just gonna go really quick, and I'll zoom you in a little bit. We're like playing with this thing. But if you want a more in-depth video on the wing liner, just let me know. So what I do is I grab the mirror and I look down. And then I start creating a triangle over here and connecting. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It takes practice. I know you're like, well, my hands shake and I can't do it and I get scared. You know, it just takes practice. I wasn't like, you know, it wasn't this easy. And sometimes it's not. Watch me struggle with this eye. Yeah, I start off differently with this eye because it's my left eye. Sometimes I intend for like to have a really small line, and then I end up having like a dramatic cat eye because this one was harder to do. See already I feel sorry. We can save it, we can save it. See what I'm saying? This one caused me to go bigger on my wing. So now I have to do it. You see how short this one is? Okay, just leave it alone. Chalk it up to we don't have too much time to focus on that today. All right, so now I'm going to go and try to do the rest of my face. I'm gonna use my Too Faced Hangover. That's my primer, and I really like it because it's moisturizing. I'm gonna zoom a little bit out more. Dab it on. So it sinks in into your pores. So just, and I have really dry skin, especially on my forehead in winter. You know, most of us have dry skin in winter, but there's a few lucky ones that don't. I'm not the lucky one, but some of the redness you see is because I have rosacea, so sometimes I'll have bigger flare-ups, sometimes I'll have really nice skin days, but most of the time you'll see some kind of redness. It is what it is. All right, so now I'm gonna take my Naked Skin Urban Decay foundation. Really nice and light. It's not overly thick, especially for days that I don't feel like doing a lot of it. So this is a 5.0 for guys that want to know, and I'll list the products down. I'm gonna take my Kabuki F80 brush from Sigma. Love the brush. I think it really places the product on nicely. I start off with my nose and my cheek area because that is what I feel needs more concentration with my foundation. So, sorry. I'm looking down because when you put it on makeup, you need to look at the mirror, right? I just buff out at the ends because I don't really have dry areas at the end like on my forehead. My forehead, I don't really want to emphasize those or pick up the dry patches. Foundation really just, it evens out the skin. I know that some people don't feel like they want to go all out and do it, but kind of feel that, for me especially, it makes my makeup look nicer. And this is really nice because it doesn't make you feel like you have it on. It's really, really nice. Sorry to keep zooming you in and out, but kind of want to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I don't feel that I need to go in with another one because I don't feel like I need to conceal a lot, especially because I'm going to go in with concealer under my eyes. I'm going to use my Pro Concealer. My LA Girl Pro Concealer. And this is the shade Natural. So just going to do a triangle right there. Right there. You know, kind of flare it out. Like tribal style. Like, yeah, we're about to do some work here. A little bit here, mostly where your light is gonna hit you. I'm going to town with that concealer today. Damn. All right. So now I'm gonna go with my F86 Kabuki tapered brush. I think it's really nice because like grabs that whole chunky area right there. Just press it. Pressing motions helps conceal some of those mama dark circles or work dark circles. Brightens up that area. Good, huh? All right. So now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go and it's an e.l.f. tapered brush. Is perfect for setting the under eye concealer. So I'm taking my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and I'm gonna dab it under there to set my concealer, mostly in the areas where I feel that it would crease. And my nose is the only oily part of my skin, so I definitely focus on that. I'll go ahead and I'll add some more on at the end, but I don't feel it's really necessary. Not for my skin type, you know. Depends on your skin type. If you really get oily, then you will put more on. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add a little bit of liner to catify that look a little bit. And sorry, this is the Master Drama Midnight Master eyeliner. Well, that was my washer. Sorry about that. I am finally by myself in the house. Very rare do I get these moments. I had tried doing this video 2 other times, but unfortunately the lighting wasn't good, or just the first one was too long. This is probably being like the first one, but who cares? You know, it is what it is. So I did the, ooh, what's wrong with the color? Put some of that black liner underneath, and then I'm gonna go smoke out a little bit. I'm gonna use that Nooner again, and I'm gonna smoke it out a little bit at the bottom, just kind of look a little bit softer down there. And I'm taking the E36 brush from Sigma. Do I like Sigma? Yes, I do. They have good brushes and they're not too expensive. Zoom in a little bit. Now I'm going to that's part of that liner, sorry. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and curl my lashes. I'm not gonna add falsies today. I'm just not going anywhere special, so I only put them on when I like have a special event or yeah, or when I have a special event basically. I'm gonna use my Lash Sensational from Maybelline. I really like the mascara. It's become one of my favorites, and I have that Can't Believe They're Not Real from Benefit, and yeah, I feel this one's better. So usually put 2 coats on. I don't like the spider eyelash look. Some people do. That is not me. So, and it's amazing how many like people like their consistency of the mascara is different. Until recently that I started watching YouTube, I didn't realize that there's people who are like intentionally like their freaking mascara to make their eyes look like spiders. I thought that they just didn't know better. So, hey, to each their own, Everybody likes something different. People might not like the bold colors that I use. So. See? Feel like they lengthen them and they give them a little bit more volume. I really, really, really do like it. Like, and I do not have long lashes. Oh, you son of a gun. How many people do this? Like, you've done your makeup and this happens and you're like, what the Take a deep breath. Let it dry, then go back with a Q-tip and then flake it off. It's that easy. If you guys could see the face that I'm making, you would be cracking up. Okay. I think that I am good on the mascara. Alright, so now we're going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm sorry if this video is turning out to be too long. That was top of my... Better the top than the actual glass, because then I would have been pissed. So my good friend Jennifer gave me this nice little contouring palette. I like it. It's Aesthetica Cosmetics Contour Kit. And hey, it has really nice colors, So I'm going to use this middle one right here. And just warm up my face over here. Just using an e.l.f. kind of a e.l.f. blush brush. Doesn't matter. It's whatever works for you. So I'm just like focusing right here on the temples and above my ear and bringing it down a little bit. Kind of see it. A little bit of a difference. And if you guys would like me to show you a video with different contouring techniques, just let me know. And if you guys have good comments, leave comments. If you have bad comments, don't bother. I like constructive criticism. But if you're giving nasty criticism, save it, baby, save it. Just hair, would you get the hell out of my face? Hey. All right. Sorry, just feel like being fun. Put a little bit down and a little bit of double chin. A little bit right here in this big boinker here. All right. I think I'm good. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with my blush. It's a MAC blush, and it's called Azalea in the Afternoon. Cute name. And I is gonna use a Arbonne blush brush. Right there. You know, so that you can see some of that blush. I like blush. I think blush makes you look pretty and just nice. I mean, if you do it within reason, it can be really, really nice, especially for girls who don't have the natural pigmentation of their cheeks. I think it's important for you to put a little bit of blush on. It just makes a world of difference. It makes you look awake, actually. Oh, son of a gun. I forgot that I broke my Mary Luminizer. And it kind of just spilled on my shirt. So, Mary Luminizer, I'm not going to tip it over. Just, it's a highlighter. I'm going to put it top of my cheeks right here. Look at that. Really nice. Right here. Bring it down the bridge of my nose. And I also like to put some on my inner corners. Trying to look for the brush. So just using the Sigma E36. It's probably upside down, so just bring it down a little bit, bring it up. Make sure I not look blurry. Hello, focus. It's like I cannot move. Calm down. And I just put a lot on there. It's okay. All right. Okay. So now the final step is lips. Thank you so much for bearing with me if you're still there watching and haven't turned the channel and like, this girl talks too damn much. So thank you. This is the NYX liner pencil. Use your words. And the color is Prune. Just line my lips. Just gonna kind of fill them in a little bit. Make sure lipstick stay longer. I don't always use liner, but I'm gonna use a light pink. This is from Gerard Cosmetics, the Buttercup. Jaclyn Hill. I think she's one of the ones that did this. I'm gonna Very nice. And then last but not least, gonna add a little bit of that gloss. Yeah, it has a little light, and that's also from Gerard Cosmetics, the buttercream. And sorry if the lighting is not good. I have to get, like I said, lighting, but I'll do that once I feel that it's for something, you know. So that ties the look, you know. Thank you. Thank you so much for staying here and bearing with me. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Stay Matte, Rimmel Stay Matte finishing powder, and I'm just gonna run it here, dab it on so that my makeup stays in place. And I'm gonna use a little bit of my MAC Fix Plus. Oh my god, it smells so good. I wish you guys could smell. So yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I hope to be doing more videos here for you guys. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, remember I told you about this? All right, let's see if, although I just sprayed something on there, so who knows. Look at that. Just for that, you guys should stay with me. I just showed you how to just flick it off without having to wipe off your makeup. Thank you guys. So I hope to see you. No, I wasn't picking my nose, so just scratching. I hope to see you here more often. Stay tuned with me, and hopefully I'll show you many different looks that you guys will enjoy. Thanks so much, and peace to you.